Good morning, students. In this video lecture, I am going to discuss the shape of equivalently bonded molecule. The shape of equivalently bonded molecule will depend on electron pair. So let us write the topic first. Shape of molecules. The shape of a molecule will depend on the electron pairs. Now if we write electron pairs, then it may be your bond pair and lone pair, because both the bond pair and lone pair, they are collectively known as electron pair. So this BP stands for your bond pair, while it stands for your lone pair. Now the question is that how we can determine the shape of a molecule, or what will be the shape of a molecule if we have idea about the number of bond pairs and lone pairs. So let us discuss a table. This is your serial number. This is number of bond pair. This is your number of lone pair. This is your sum of electron pair. Electron pair means both the lone pair and the bond pair. Next is the shape, and the last one is your example. The last is example. Suppose we have serial number 1. If the bond pair is simply 2 and the lone pair is 0, then the sum of bond pair and lone pair, that is your electron pair, it is your 2. क्योंकि दो आपका बॉन्ड पेयर है और लोन पेयर 0 है, तो दोनों का सम हो जाएगा 2. And then the shape is your linear. The shape is your linear. The example is beryllium chloride. Other example is carbon dioxide. Now serial number 2 is your, if the bond pair is 3 and the lone pair is 0. So the sum of bond pair and lone pair, it will be again 3, because 3 plus 0. And then the shape is your trigonal planar, or we simply write planar. So trigonal planar, or simply we write planar, or it is also referred as your triangular planar. हम लोग इसको triangular planar भी कहते हैं. The example is your boron trifluoride, that is BF3, or it may be your BCl3, that is boron trifluoride. Next is third. If we have 4 bond pair and we have 0 lone pair, मान लीजिए बॉन्ड पेयर आपका 4 है और लोन पेयर आपका 0 है, देन व्हाट विल बी द सम ऑफ बॉन्ड पेयर एंड लोन पेयर? दैट इज कॉल्ड इलेक्ट्रॉन पेयर। इलेक्ट्रॉन पेयर में दोनों को आप ऐड करते हो, देन इट विल बी 4 एंड देन द शेप इज योर टेट्राहेड्रल। Then the shape will be your tetrahedral, and then example is your methane, that is CH4, or it is your CCl4, that is carbon tetrachloride. Now if we look at the example, अगर आप example को देखो BCl2, so one atom is your beryllium, another atom is your chlorine. Another example is CO2. So one atom is your carbon, another atom is your oxygen. So we can say, इसके बदले आप कह सकते थे कि this is your AB2 type molecule. This is your AB2 type molecule, where A is your beryllium, B is your chlorine, A is your carbon, B is your oxygen. However, if we consider second one, it is of your AB3 type. It is your AB3 type. यहाँ A क्या हो गया? Boron. B is your either fluorine or chlorine. Because if you consider BF3, then B is your fluorine. और अगर आप BCl3 की बात करते हो, then in that case A again boron, but B is your chlorine. Now this is your AB4 type. This is your AB4 type. तो अगर मीथेन का एग्जाम्पल आप देखते हो, if you consider methane, then carbon is A, hydrogen is B. But if you consider CCl4, that is carbon tetrachloride, then carbon is A and chlorine is your B. Now, in these three examples, there is no lone pair. Now what will happen if there is lone pair? For example, that is the serial number 4. If we have 3 bond pair, if we have 3 bond pair and 1 lone pair, then sum of bond pair and lone pair, that is 3 plus 1 4. So the again electron pair is 4. Again your electron pair is 4, but there is 1 lone pair. That's why the shape will change. shape बदल गया। भाई shape क्यों change हुआ? Due to your lone pair. Now in that case your shape is your pyramidal. The shape is your pyramidal. Example is your NH3, that is ammonia. Another example is NF3. Another example is your EH3. Now the molecule is your AB3 type. AB3 type. Now let us consider, if the question is the molecule is of AB3 type, the molecule is of AB3 type, but if it is triangular planar, if it is triangular planar, then bond pair is 3, lone pair is 0. But if it is AB3, but if it is AB3, but the shape is pyramidal, it means 3 bond pair along with 1 lone pair. So AB3, 3 bond pair, 0 lone pair, then it will be your triangular planar. But AB3, 3 bond pair, 1 lone pair, then it will be your pyramidal. In this case, it is your pyramidal, while in this case it is planar, or you can say triangular planar. Now next serial number, that is your 5. Say bond pair is 2. Bond pair is 2. and lone pair is 2. Then what is the sum of bond pair and lone pair? 4. Because 2 is bond pair and 2 is lone pair. So the number of electron pair is 4. Now in that case, your shape is bent. Your shape is bent, or simply called it is your V shape. V के तरह type of V, or it is bent. Example is your H2O. Example is your H2S. Water, V shape. Water, H2O. Now in this case, if you consider it is of the type A to B. It is of the type A to B, because A is your hydrogen and B is your oxygen. So this will be your bent. Now again, sixth one is, let us suppose if we have bond pair 2, lone pair 1, bond pair 2, lone pair 1, then electron pair is 3. Again we have bent shape. Again we have bent shape. Example is your sulfur dioxide. Example is your sulfur dioxide. So sulfur dioxide. Another example is maybe your ozone. Sulfur dioxide, ozone. So they have also your bent shape. Next we have, say, 7 serial number. Suppose bond pair is 5 and lone pair is 0. Then the sum of bond pair plus lone pair, that is 5 plus 0, again 5. So the electron pair is 5. Now in this case, the shape is your trigonal bipyramidal. It is your trigonal bipyramidal. In short, we can write TBP. ट्राइगोनल बाइपिरामिडल को आप चाहो तो कह सकते हो ट्रायंगुलर बाइपिरामिडल. So whether you say trigonal bipyramidal or it is your triangular bipyramidal, both are same. Example is your PF5, other example is your PCl5. So let us observe it is of your AB5 type. It will be your AB5. A is your phosphorus, B you may consider as fluorine or you may consider as chlorine. So PF5, PCl5, they are your trigonal bipyramidal in shape. Now if we consider serial number 8, we have serial number 8, say bond pair is 4 and lone pair is 1. Bond pair is 4, lone pair is 1. So the sum of bond pair and lone pair, it will be your 5. इन दोनों को ऐड कर दीजिए तो 5 हो गया. In that case, shape is your seesaw shape. It will be your seesaw shape. Seesaw shape. Example is your SF4, sulfur tetrafluoride. So if somebody asks you if a molecule of AB4 type, कोई molecule AB4 है, let us suppose if a molecule is of AB4 type but it has 4 bond pair, 0 lone pair, then its shape will be your tetrahedral such as CH4. But if it has 4 bond pair along with 1 lone pair like SF4, AB4, then its shape will be your seesaw shape. So if there is lone pair, due to lone pair the shape will change. So next is your serial number 9. We have bond pair 3 and lone pair 2. Again number of electron pair is 5, that is 3 plus 2, that is 5. then it will be your T-shaped. It is like T or simply T-shaped, or in some book you may find distorted T. आप कुछ बुक में देखिएगा लिखा हुआ मिलेगा डिस्टॉर्टेड टी या टी शेप, सब सेम है. एग्जाम्पल इज योर ClF3 और इट मे बी योर BrF3. ClF3 is your chlorine trifluoride. ClF3 is your chlorine trifluoride. Similarly, BrF3 is your bromine trifluoride. Now, if we have a molecule AB3, only 3 bond pair, 0 lone pair, you can say the shape is your trigonal planar. AB3, 3 bond pair, 1 lone pair, the shape is your pyramidal. Example is ammonia. Here example is boron trifluoride. But if somebody asks you AB3 molecule, AB3 type of molecule, 3 bond pair, 2 lone pair, then shape will be your distorted T, or it is your T shape. Example is ClF3. Now the 10th is serial number 10th is bond pair 6, lone pair 0. So the number of electron pair is again 6, because 6 plus 0 is your 6. The shape is octahedral. It is your octahedral. Example is SF6. You can say it is of your AB6 type. A हो गया आपको सल्फर, B हो गया यहाँ फ्लोरीन. Octahedral. Serial number 11. If bond pair is 5 only and lone pair is 1, then again electron pair is 6. 5 plus 1, that is 6. But in that case the shape will change. It is not octahedral, but the shape is your square pyramidal. The shape is your square pyramidal. Example is your HCOFO4. HCOFO. Its name is your xenon oxy tetrafluoride. It is your ABC4 type. किसी को भी सी मान दे. कोई कहता सर हम बोले इसको ऐसा ACB4, एक ही बात हो गया. मीन्स 3 में 3 तरह का एटम हो गया. एक एटम जेनन हो गया, दूसरा एटम ऑक्सीजन हो गया, तीसरा एटम फ्लोरीन हो गया, और तीसरा जो एटम हमने लिया वो 4 हो गया. कोई कहता एक एटम हम फ्लोरीन ले लेते हैं, इट में बी A4, दूसरा ये ले लिया तो B, तीसरा ये ले लिया तो C, इट विल बी A4BC. तो सब सेम हो गया. Whether you say ABC4 or you say A4BC, है ना? So both are same. Now 12th is, say bond pair is 4 and lone pair is 2. Again electron pair is 6. Again electron pair is 6. But in that case the shape will change. The shape is your square planar. The shape is your square planar. Example is your HCF4. It is your xenon tetrafluoride. It is your xenon tetrafluoride. So for example, again it is of AB4 type. फिर देखिए AB4 हो गया. तो एक AB4 ही कितने तरह का शेप दे सकता है? AB4 आप देखें AB4 4 bond pair, 0 lone pair, such as methane. Then the shape is your tetrahedral. AB4 याद करिए, 4 bond pair, 1 lone pair. Example SF4 आपने अभी देखा, द शेप इज योर सीसॉ शेप. और फिर ये हो गया AB4, लेकिन 4 बॉन्ड पेयर, 2 लोन पेयर, शेप हो गया स्क्वायर प्लेनर. सो इफ यू चेंज द लोन पेयर, इवन बॉन्ड पेयर आर सेम. इन तीनों में तो बॉन्ड पेयर आपका 4 ही है, लेकिन यहाँ लोन पेयर 0 है, इसलिए टेट्राहेड्रल हो गया. यहाँ लोन पेयर 1 हो गया तो फिर ये सीसॉ हो गया. यहाँ लोन पेयर 2 हो गया तो फिर ये आपको स्क्वायर प्लानर हो गया. नाउ the main question is that how we can calculate the number of bond pairs and lone pair in a molecule or in a ion. So just I give you the brief idea. Calculation of bond pair and lone pair. For example, I have a compound like PCl3. The first point is calculate the total number of valence electron present in the molecule. सबसे पहला स्टेप क्या करोगे, आप वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन मॉलिक्यूल में निकालोगे. तो फास्फोरस यू नो 5, बिकॉज फास्फोरस इज योर 15, एटॉमिक नंबर 15, that is your 285. Chlorine is your 17, so it is your 287. तो phosphorus valence electron 5, chlorine valence electron 7. तो एक phosphorus आपको है तो 5, chlorine आपके पास 3 हो गया तो 7 into 3. 3 chlorine है तो आपने क्या लिख दिया, 7 into 3. So total is your 26. Now second point क्या है? What is the second point? Second point है find the number of bond pairs, that is number of octet. बॉन्ड पेयर निकालने के लिए क्या तरीका है कि जितना वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन आपको आया उसको आप 8 से डिवाइड कर दो. तो क्या हो गया, 26 डिवाइडेड बाई 8 यानी 3 बॉन्ड पेयर. तो आप ये ध्यान दो कि कभी भी डेसिमल में बॉन्ड पेयर नहीं आएगा, हमेशा लोअर लिमिट. 8 3 जा 24, तो जो एक्स्ट्रा हो गया वो लोन पेयर हो गया. थर्ड पॉइंट, रिमाइंडर लेफ्ट इज लोन पेयर. रिमाइंडर लेफ्ट इज लोन पेयर. जो बच गया वो लोन पेयर. आप कहोगे कि सर 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन मेरा रिमाइंडर रह गया. 26 में 24 तो इधर हो गया तो 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन रिमाइंडर. तो पेयर जब भी बनता है तो 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन होता है, मीन्स 1 लोन पेयर. 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन लेफ्ट ओवर मीन्स 1 लोन पेयर. अब जब 1 लोन पेयर तुमको मिल गया तो तुमने बॉन्ड पेयर और लोन पेयर निकाल लिया. इसका मतलब तुम्हारा बॉन्ड पेयर हो गया 3, लोन पेयर हो गया 1. सो इलेक्ट्रॉन पेयर हो गए 4. अब तुम टेबल से कैलकुलेट कर लो कि व्हाट शुड बी द सेम. इफ बॉन्ड पेयर इज 3, लोन पेयर इज 1, then naturally your shape will be pyramidal. Now let us suppose if we consider example like methane, that is CH4. Now what happens, valence electron of carbon is 4, but the valence electron of hydrogen is simple 1. सो 4 हाइड्रोजन 1 into 4 यानी कि 8 हो गया। अब आपको टोटल नंबर ऑफ वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन इन मीथेन हो गया केवल 1। अब यहां बॉन्ड पेयर कैसे निकालोगे? बॉन्ड पेयर विल बी 8/2 because for hydrogen there is no octet, there is duplet. For hydrogen no octet but simply we have duplet. So duplet means 8/2 means 4 bond pair. Now see, there is no remainder. Means remainder is equal to 0. Remainder 0 means lone pair 0. Remainder 0 means lone pair 0. So if we have 4 bond pair, 0 lone pair in methane. So in methane 4 bond pair and we have 0 lone pair. Now you know what should be the shape if we have 4 bond pair and 0 lone pair. Then the shape should be your tetrahedral. Similarly, if you consider example like your PCl5, for phosphorus you know valence electron 5 अभी देखे हो, क्लोरीन अभी आपने देखा 7, so 7 5 जा 35, टोटल हो गए 40 के बाद तुमने क्या किया? 40 के बाद तुमने बॉन्ड पेयर निकाला। कैसे बॉन्ड पेयर निकालोगे भाई? डिवाइडेड बाय 8, सो वी हैव 5 बॉन्ड पेयर बट नो रिमाइंडर मींस 0 लोन पेयर। और you know what should be the shape if bond pair is 5, lone pair is 0? It should be your trigonal bipyramidal. So this is all about your bond pair, lone pair, which will control the shape of a molecule. Thank you.